Hello everybody out there, I'm Chris and welcome back to another comic book review, and this time we're talking about a big issue here, guys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 44. News broke at the end of last week about the ending to this book. Major stuff happens in this issue, and let me warn you ahead of time, spoiler alert here. I'm going to spoil this major news. It has gone viral already, but it leaves room for discussion in this video. So, in this issue, the Turtles are taking it to Krang. Bebop and Rocksteady were told to kill Donatello by Shredder. You got Splinter still fighting Cowrie. Awesome stuff. And all of this wraps up really nicely in this issue. Kevin Eastman said starting with issue 45, they're going to be setting the stage for issue 50. I believe the impact of this issue is going to impact the next 5 issues. So obviously this issue is leading towards issue 50 in a way too, I believe. But anyway, let's get into the book. So it opens up, the Turtles are fighting Baxter Stockman's, Flybots, I believe they're called. And they are able to destroy them, as well as the little, Mousers that were holding Honeycutt. I'm skipping the fight between Donatello and Bebop and Rocksteady. You want to see that fight, you want to hear about it, I would highly recommend reading this book. But now with this book, I must recommend you guys start from the beginning. I feel like issue 1 to now, everything's been leading up to now. So now after this, everything's going to lead up to 50. And then, guys, you don't want to fall too far behind with this series. Angel shows up with Aliplex to help aid Splinter because Hobb and his gang left him basically alone. So Cowrie escapes with Hun, and they're gone for the rest of the book. Shredder gets saved, spoiler alert, by Baxter Stockman, who saw that there was no win against Krang, so he's basically changed his B plan, whatever that is. The Turtles, long story short, beat Krang. The Dimension X is saved. Honeycutt and his people now are back in command, or in, able to live in their own universe without Krang's fist of justice, or whatever you want, not fist of justice, without being under the fist of Krang, basically. Krang is going to also answer for all of his crimes. I'm sure we'll see Krang again by issue 50. The Turtles return home, and now this leads into the very last part of this issue. The Turtles return home to see that Donatello was killed by Bebop and Rocksteady, and that's how the fight actually ended. I'm not going to say how it happened. If you guys really want to know how Donatello died, or how he, at least at this point in time, is claimed to be dead, you can check it out anywhere on the internet. I really don't want to discuss it. We'll probably talk about it on Frontline Live, actually. That's probably where I'm gonna really get into details with this. But we also talked about it a bit on Zone 4. If you want to check out Zone 4, that's already live on Comic Frontline. You can check that podcast out as well. I did talk a bit about this book there. But the end of the issue, a lot of people were leaving speculation open. Maybe Donatello didn't die. Maybe there's a way around it. I say there's definitely a way around it. Remember, there is Kitsune, who is very deep into dark magic. Donatello is a very brilliant, he's the smartest turtle of the 4. You don't know what he could have had set up. You don't know if this death is... somebody said life model decoy. It's a possibility, but a very, very, very scarce possibility. I would say more along the lines of he had a contingency plan set. What that plan was, I have no idea. But is Donatello dead forever? I know a lot of people are playing it cool right now at IDW, and I'm sure Kevin Eastman's playing it very cool, saying, dead is dead. But, I mean, they did kill Donatello off in a previous volume of the Turtles, and Dead was there. Dead was dead there also, but I have a feeling that either by issue 50 or a little bit after issue 50, somehow, in some shape or form, we'll get Donatello back. I don't, when you say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's not the 3 of them, it's the 4 of them. They've got the TV series going. They've got the second movie coming out, I believe, in the next year or two that Michael Bay isn't going to be doing. So, all in all, this was a very impactful issue. It's it's a huge twist at the end with the death of Donatello. I just hope, let me put it this way, I hope, because I don't want to say they're going to bring him back and then they take it as a challenge and they won't bring him back. I hope they do bring Donnie back somehow, some way. But at the same time, if they don't, this was a very pivotal. Regardless, this is a very pivotal moment in the Turtle volume right now because they defeated Krang. They lost one of their brothers for however long, I don't know, maybe indefinitely, and now the focus goes towards issue 50. And the next issue actually looks like it's going to be spotlighting Casey Jones. Maybe it's going to be him finally just dealing with his father once and for all. I don't know. But this series has been excellent. This is a 5-star book this week. This definitely is my book of the week for my indies. I really, really enjoy. I've been enjoying Turtles for 44 issues. There was only a minor blip here and there with the Turtles. I believe that was when the artwork changed, and I didn't really enjoy it because of the artwork. But since the artwork has again changed, every story arc I noticed the artwork changed a bit. This has been an excellent series. I'm really enjoying it, and I would highly recommend you guys go back and... I wouldn't recommend reading this book as your first book. I would definitely say go back and check out Volume 1. If you enjoy Volume 1, trade paperback your way up to the point we're at now, and then continue from there with the single issues, or just trade paperback the Turtle series, because this is an amazing series. I'm loving it. It's not the kiddie Turtle series that everybody thought it was going to be. It's a more mature tone, and IDW, Kevin Eastman, and Tom Waltz are doing an excellent job with this series. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish I could. I hope at some point at a convention or somewhere I'm able to talk with Tom Waltz and or Kevin Eastman about this series, because I've been loving it since issue 1 and I'm loving the direction it's going in. This series has potential to last for a very, very long time. And with that, that's it for this review, guys. As always, feel free to comment below your thoughts on this series, on this book, if you've read it and if you've been reading it. And until next time, don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 Podcast, Frontline Gaming Zone. Together, we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. I'll see you guys in the next video.